my sugar cookie syrup. I made this last Christmas season, and I guess when I'm filming this, it's not quite November 1st. I think it's like, what? October 29th. And I'm technically more of a November 1st girly for like all the Christmas things, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of itching already for the Christmas spirit, so we're gonna make my sugar cookie syrup. And technically you can have sugar cookie syrup whenever, but I definitely, it like helps me like get in like the Christmas spirit, so I'm pretty excited. But I found my little recipe card. We need a 1/2 cup brown sugar, 1/2 cup water, 1 teaspoon cake batter extract, 1/4 teaspoon almond extract, and a sprinkle of salt. But make sure you add your extracts when you pull it off of the heat, because I've heard if you add them like when it's still on the heat that the flavors can like kind of cook down or something. I don't really know, but let's make that for my morning coffee. So happy this kiwi is ready. I just went through all of them. We bought a huge thing from Costco and they all were not ready, but they're starting to get ready, and I love kiwis. They're like one of my favorite fruits. It's time to make a coffee. Y'all know my biggest issue with making new syrups is I never remember or know how much to put in my drink, and I have a fear of making it way too sweet. So I really cannot remember for this one. It's definitely a sweeter syrup because it is like a lot of brown sugar, but I just can't remember. So I think I'm just gonna pour it into my hot espresso. I have my little trusty scale. You girls know the drill. And I think I might just start with like 0.5 ounces, so like 1/2 ounce of the syrup. I don't really know. Oh my gosh, that flies out. That's seeming like a lot already. Do I even do? Okay, wow, that comes out so quick. That's 0.5 ounces. Let's give her a mixy mix. Also, I haven't shown you girls on YouTube, but look at my new nails. Are these not the cutest, most American Girl doll looking nails ever? They remind me of like their magazine and packaging back in the day. My camera is just not focusing this morning. Okay. All right, girlies, it's time for our mixy mix. Looks pretty. That sound. Music to my ears, for real. Okay, let's try. I really hope I didn't do too much. I didn't do too much. Praise. I was so scared. Honestly, I feel like I could do a little more. I don't know. Okay, so I woke up with a sore throat this morning and I'm so scared I'm getting sick. Dev has been sick. He was sick last week and I was able to like somehow not get it. And I really hope this is just my immune system kind of like struggling for a second and like we won't go fully down, because he definitely had like a not fun cold last week, but I have a sore throat. And you know when you're like, I don't want to say I'm sick because words have power. You know when you are struggling, that's not good to say either. You know when your body is not operating at 100%, I guess that works. You know when your like taste buds are like different, you know? Like I feel like my taste buds are a little different, so I feel like it could be really sweet and I'm like not noticing. Does that make sense? Do y'all get like that too? But it's so good. This syrup is everything and more. If you make any syrup for my channel, it should probably be this. Honestly, the cherry almond is really good and my blueberry cardamom is really good. But this one, like you have to make this. Please make this so soon. Have some of your friends over or family over and have a little coffee party, because this just deserves to be everywhere. I feel like it's like kind of like the Starbucks sugar cookie. It's so good. And it's so easy. I made that in 2 seconds. I'm obsessed. Okay, now I need to go get ready because we have a call in a few minutes and I want to just, again, woke up not feeling very great and I just want to put on some makeup and feel a little more human, because mentally I'm kind of bleh right now, but because we're filming now and we're gonna have a fun day together, everything's gonna go, so that's good. Because I'm feeling a little meh, I didn't do like my full face of makeup. I just did like a little bit of like powder, little blush, bronzer, mascara, and that just instantly I feel like makes me feel a little bit more alive. But I gotta go because we gotta hop on our call. And I'm totally just gonna wear my PJs because that's the biggest perk of working from home. All right, girls, I have to hop on my call, and then after I'm gonna show you because I decorated my office for Christmas and it is so cute. I'm so excited because I'm actually chatting with Sam, who edits our videos. She is so creative and just so amazing and sweet, and we work really well together. And I really want to just like chat with her because I feel like there's so many more things that her and I could just like collaborate on, because I've had so many ideas spinning in my brain lately for the business and just creatively, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna have a hopefully really awesome call with her. I mean, I know it'll be good. She's great, but I can't wait because I feel like she's so creative. I just know we're gonna bounce ideas off of each other, so we're gonna do that. Alright girls, I just got off my call with Sam. We talked for like 2 hours, which was totally not the plan, but she has been editing my videos for so long and we communicate all the time. Obviously she's watching me talk for like hours each week while she's editing, and you know, I follow her and all the things, so I just feel like in so many ways I feel like I know her. But it was so nice to actually be talking with her today. It was such a sweet kind of start to my morning, and I gotta say I'm really excited. I feel like we make a really good team, and I'm just so pumped because I don't know if y'all saw, but I posted on Instagram last week my Girly Swirly magazine. That was an idea that was born that morning that I literally just spent hours making and got posted that morning. So it's very much like a fresh new thing, but I really would love to have some sort of really girly, like throws you back to when you were a kid, getting the American Girl doll magazines and like different things of just like a fun thing every single Friday. Obviously we're not going to make them like the length of a full magazine every single week, so that's just not really possible, but just like a few pages to kind of give like inspo ideas, like creative things, all of that. I cannot wait, but I definitely have a lot of big dreams for that. I'd love to be posting those digitally like every single week, possibly over on Substack. I'm very new to the Substack world. Let me know in the comments if y'all have a Substack account, but I feel like a magazine living over there could be really fitting and kind of cool. But then I'm also like, is it just fun to post it on Instagram? I don't really know. I go back and forth, but I would love to have like a physical, tangible version of a magazine, like maybe quarterly, like 4 times a year for like the different seasons. I have lots of ideas brewing, so I'm excited because I'm only one person, and you know, it's been such a blessing that the business side of things, you know, our shop has been doing really well, so I'm needed at the warehouse, launching new products, making new products, taking photos of products. So I feel like I keep coming up with new ideas, and like my editing is getting crazier on my reels, that I'm definitely just like needing a little bit more help. So obviously Sam was like my first person I thought of, and she just has like such great ideas. Like even today she had such great like insight and points of view. So anywho, that was such a great start to my day. But I'm now hungry for lunch because we were talking for so long and I was drinking coffee, and y'all, my throat, like, I hope I'm not getting sick. I need to be popping my supplements. I have these like wellness formula supplements that I swear work when you like think you're starting to get sick, so I'm gonna start like downing those, and I probably should like not really have a lot of coffee today. I feel like I need to be drinking like water and tea. So we're gonna go fuel our bodies, do that, and then I'll show you my office because I'm needing food. I'm so hungry. Okay girlies, I just ate my lunch and now I want to show y'all my office. I can't remember if I said this already, but I had to film a campaign with a brand I'm so excited about, and I had to, literally, this is like my dream. I got to go pick out a tree and decorate it. So that was the campaign and I had to film it last weekend, so that's why my office is decorated a little bit earlier than I would normally decorate. I really can't remember if I said this earlier, so might be repeating myself, but I want to show y'all what I've done. I think once we pulled down our Christmas decor, there's probably some like other little things I'm going to add, like little, you know, like Christmas tree candles or like fun things, but I got all of this stuff and it's so cute. Also ignore there's some clutter in my office. I'm just being annoying. Okay, let me show you. Obviously I have to be as dramatic as possible, so I'll open my door. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. This frame, like, you're kidding me. Look at my precious little girly tree. She's so amazing and precious and cute. I got this little garland. I guess I can go ahead and tell y'all, I had a video with Michaels again, so all of this stuff is from Michaels. So if you want any of it, definitely go in the store. They've had some amazing sales. I think all Christmas was like 40% off. And then I got this adorable little Christmas countdown where you move the Santa for like how many days until Christmas. I just had to get that. I think that is so adorable, especially I just picture one day if we have like like a little girl. This in like a little girl's room. So cute. I'm just obsessed. Here's my little bunny from Free People. I hung him there for now. But by my desk, I really wanted it to feel Christmassy and cutie. Obviously my desk is like always cluttered because I'm just here working and like crafting all the time, hence this. But I got this really cute bow garland from Michael's. I also have it on my tree too, so I feel like it ties it together really well. But honestly, this garland was so well priced. I think it was like 20 something and then 40% off. But if you were to buy all of that ribbon and actually make this, like ribbon is not cheap. I really think that this was such a great deal. And then obviously like the bows are like tied so perfectly. You definitely, if you have a ton of really cute ribbon, you could totally make this yourself. But I honestly think this was like such a good purchase, and I might leave it up all year because it's not really giving Christmas. Like I just think it's so girly and cute, and I totally used thumbtacks to hang this. I told Deb, I'm like, just so you know, I kind of had fun and I put some holes in the wall, and he's like, oh no, what does that mean? But honestly it worked out so well because it's not very heavy. Then I got this precious garland. This is like my dream type of garland. I like when it's like long and wispy like that. I feel like it's just like so whimsical. And then I love the little pops of red and the berries, and there's like little sparkly bits. And then also too, I got this like little silver star kind of just like stringy garland. It was for this like little mini baby tree, but I had a lot left, and so I went ahead and just like kind of wove that into it. I got these little tapered candles from there, and it's so fun because they obviously just light up on their own. So you just press a button at the very bottom of them. But I thought these were really well priced too, and just so cute. I actually got another set for downstairs whenever we decorate. I already had these. I thrifted them. Same with this little dish. I already had this. I put some of my little like sticker stars in it. The little tree is from Michael's. I'm trying to think. I feel like that's kind of it over here. This is that silver tray. Or actually, I got a different silver. I got silver plates with you girls. That's what it was. I thrifted this silver tray, and it has, I don't know if you can see, it has little claw feet. I thrifted this with my mom and grandma recently, and I think it is so cute. And I'm honestly on the hunt for more silver because I just think it is so precious. There's something so timeless about it. I love a timeless Christmas. Obviously I go really girly and like Eloise vibes in here, but for our house I just love classic kind of Martha Stewart-y Christmas. But I guess that's it over here. I definitely think I'll add some more little trinkets, or even like maybe a garland up there. I just know we have so much, so I didn't want to buy a lot more because I already went kind of crazy. But here's the star of the show, my beautiful tree. I love her so much. I bought the tree from Michael's. She was on a huge sale, and what I think is really special with her is it's hard to tell. I put tinsel all over the place, so yeah, you really like can't tell. But she has like at the end of her branches like a tinsel look, like there's some sprigs of the silver, so I feel like it just really adds like sparkles to the tree. And obviously I go crazy with tinsel. It reminds me of my grandma. I think it is so nostalgic and beautiful, and when the lights are on your tree it just shines. I definitely recommend grabbing tinsel. I think it is so sweet. But I think I have like 3 of these bow garlands around. I think this is a 7-foot tree, and then I got this massive bow from Michael's. I think it is so cute. I will say she is like so big. You guys have to let me know in the comments. Do I leave her or should I put her? We have a big wreath for our front door. I feel like if I sprayed it like a waterproof spray, she could be gorgeous on the front door as like a statement piece. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence, but she is really cute. And then my mother-in-law always does these really cute kind of like sprigs on her tree, so I copied her this year and got like these really girly ones from Michael's. I have this little cute perfume ornament that I got from there. Oh my gosh, and this, like I cannot. It's a chihuahua in a purse. Like, okay, had to buy that obviously. And then I got this precious little ballerina because she has puffballs all around her as her little tutu. Like, you're joking. So cute. And then it's kind of hard to tell, but I bought some like spriggies. So these little spriggies have a little like bells on them, kind of like little berries. I got these whimsical little swirlies. I obviously love swirlies. I've been incorporating them in my art all the time. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I also got some of these spriggies that are green and just like kind of sparkly. I actually got more of these too for our downstairs tree. I got like 10 of them, seriously, because they were affordable and on sale. And I just feel like stuff like this kind of helps to fill trees, because our tree that we do downstairs is definitely more realistic. I feel like this one is definitely made to be very full and just like, I don't know, more of like a statement. We got more of like a realistic tree for downstairs, and she is like kind of sparse, but like intentionally, like it looks really cute. But I think these would be really cute on there, so I got a ton of those. I feel like I was just yapping for so long, but I get excited about Christmas. What was that? My neighbors are being crazy. What is happening? Oh, someone's moving. Okay, I see. There's like a big truck. Makes sense. I'm just so excited for Christmas in general, but especially on YouTube. I just think the Christmas vibes are gonna be so good. All the Christmas jazz, the cozy Christmas tree crafts, and that's actually one thing we're gonna do in this video. I, for real, am like coming down with the cold, which is very unfortunate. I'm like really cold. I could have been doing this when Devin was sick, and then we could have just been sick together. And I'm not gonna say I'm like full-fledged sick, but you know when like you're sick and yeah, like your taste buds are weird, and like I can tell, I just know my face, you know, I know my face. And I'm like puffed up like on my sinuses and just all the things. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it's good in a way, because in this video I really wanted to do some crafts. Because here's my thing, I think for Christmas every year I am like, okay, I want to have the most iconic gift wrapping ever, and I want to do homemade stuff. Like I love homemade crafty things. I just think it's so fun. Even the gifts being homemade, like giving someone granola in a jar with like pretty fabric and ribbon, like I just think that stuff is so thoughtful. The thing is to do all of those things and all the crafts and making the custom gift tags and drying the oranges, like, you know, like the dried oranges, like I did a batch of those recently. You have to jump on it, because if not, for us at least with our business, like Black Friday, I'm like working 8+ hour days at the warehouse, and then I come home and I'm exhausted and I just want to watch a Christmas movie at that time of year, and I don't usually want to like work in the kitchen or like do a full-fledged craft. Like I want to turn my brain off. So we need to get started now, because honestly, like I know I sound crazy, but Christmas will be here before we know it, and I really this year don't want to put off my gift wrapping. Every year I'm doing it really last minute, and I think it kind of sucks the fun out of it, because I'm having to do it quickly out of like necessity, like I have to, and it makes it not as like much of a fun creative thing. So this year on this channel we're going to hopefully be incorporating a lot of little Christmas crafts or homemade gift ideas. Let me know in the comments if y'all want that. You guys know I'm in my Martha Stewart era, and so she's definitely inspiring me to just like kind of try, not to say I'll single-handedly bring these things back, and I know so many people do homemade gifts and decor, but I do think as a society we're kind of falling away from those types of cozy things, and I just miss it. So something I'm gonna work on this year, definitely one of my goals, is to just create more for my gifts and just making them all really cute and fun, and just having like a lot of fun with it, because it is such a magical and special time of the year. So in this video, definitely gonna work on some things. I have a craft like in progress, a whip. Isn't that what people say on Instagram and stuff? Whip Wednesday, work in progress. I know a lot of times it's with needlepoint, but I'll do it for my own craft. So I have that I'll show y'all later, and then another craft I want to do, and I'm experimenting kind of honestly in this video with you on the other one, because I think this Friday with my nieces I'm gonna make this with them, so I feel like I need to test it out before I do it with like 2 younger kids, just to make sure it actually works and that they could do it too. So yeah, that's kind of the vibes. I definitely have some work to do though. We had our long haul this morning, and I did do some work after that, and like while I was just eating downstairs. But I have a good bit. I have a video I need to edit for a partnership with Papermate. I love working with Papermate, and I did honestly maybe the cutest video I've ever made, but because I love the video so much and the shots I got, I know I need to go like super hard on the editing and just make it iconic. So I feel like I'm probably gonna be editing that for a few hours. So I'm on the fence of, do I just do that right now, or do I go to the thrift store? I kind of want to go to the thrift store, because there's one near me that sometimes has like vintage Christmas, and I wouldn't be mad if I got some more vintage Christmas decor. That's my thing. I love thrifting Christmas. It's like more affordable. I think it's way prettier a lot of the time. Sometimes it's not as much, but a lot of it is really pretty, and it's just so fun. And the thrift store is not far from me. So should I just go do that really quick? Because I'm kind of sick. I'm kind of under the weather, you know? Like I feel like I need to treat myself. Okay, fine. Let's go. We'll go really quick. This is a safe space, right? Because I'm going to admit I am wearing my PJs out to the thrift store. But you know what? These PJs aren't actually really PJs. They're like kind of wide leg sweatpants from H&M, and then my crew neck from the shop, and then I'm throwing on just my Old Navy barn coat. I just asked Google the temperature, and she said it was 55. That's so cold to me. And then I'm gonna wear, my mother-in-law got me this scarf last year for Christmas. They don't make it anymore. It was from Maeve Anthropologie. They do have some like scalloped ones this year. I saw because I was looking them up, but it's like not identical to this, but they were really cute. So I can link those down below if you're wanting like a really cutie little girly scarf. But you know what? We're just running to the thrift store. We don't have to look our craziest, and honestly, I think this outfit is still pretty cute. Definitely bringing my water because my throat hurts. I feel like I need to drink some like bone broth hot chocolate. Sorry, I'm like trying to get out the house. I probably should drink some of that today. I know that sounds gross, but we actually make it where you don't even know there's bone broth in it. It tastes really yummy, or maybe I'll have some tea, but I don't really like the perks with this. What shoes do I wear? Uggs? I feel like that's a little dramatic to wear Uggs right now. I'm hoping I don't see anyone I know on this trip. Like, I'm really just a girl with a sore throat trying to just have some whimsy in her day. Let's go. Okay, girlies, I'm here. Like I said, we're gonna be quick because I have to go home and do quite a bit of work. But I'm looking for old vintage Christmas, and then the silver trays that I'm like obsessed with, and then maybe like any Martha Stewart magazine stuff that like gives me inspo for Girly Swirly magazine. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. You have to go into the thrift store with a plan, because if not, I don't know, it can get a little crazy. I literally just hit the silver jackpot of the century. I don't think I need to buy any more silver ever again. I think I bought everything cutie there that was silver possible. I guess I'll just probably, yeah, I'll show y'all when I get home because I need to get back. I'm so excited. This haul is really good. Hey, girlies, I am back. I feel like that was probably the fastest thrift trip I've ever been on, but I went in like knowing exactly what I wanted, which I feel like helps. Sadly, I did not get any vintage Christmas. They had some stuff that was like pretty cute, but I'm just trying to be like really intentional with what I buy these days, because old me used to go crazy at the thrift store and I would have bought like all of the glasses and the cups, even though like I really don't have space to store that stuff, and I already have some of them anyways. But anywho, here is my little haul. I'll start with the non-silver first, which is just these. They came together, but they're these adorable girly hangers. There have been just times in my life where even for the business, I've wished that we had like a really cute hanger. I think even for our robes, like on our brand trip, I was like, how cute would it have been to like put in the girls' room like their robe on a really cute girly hanger. And so when I saw these, I was like, I just need to buy them for like the random times that I could use them, and I just think they're so cute. There's two light pink ones and almost like a light purpley, but it's kind of like a pinkish, honestly, in person. But they're in amazing shape. There's not like weird stains or anything. I always have to check because I'm like, you never know, but I just think these are gorgeous. So those were a must, I think, just to even hang like pretty dresses on. I don't know, we'll figure out a good use for them. Then a silver thing that I got, the rest is all silver because y'all know I'm obsessed. It's just giving classy, and I just think it's so fun and like such a fun way to add like a shiny thing to your house. But I got this really pretty candlestick. I feel like this is identical to the one in Clue. Like, Sam, can you put a picture? I swear the candlestick looks like this. Like, I feel like I have like the weapon in Clue. But anywho, I got this because, hear me out, a big candle and then a red bow tied like right here for Christmas, like hanging down. I think that's going to be gorgeous. I have a vision and I'm really excited. You know, it's really cute. Like, the lady that was checking me out at the thrift store, she was an older lady, and she had on these big sparkly like silver glasses, but they had like almost like rhinestones on them. Gorgeous silver, like really pretty vintage looking earrings, and just a really cute outfit. She had on lipstick. Like, she just was like one of those older ladies you see and you're like, wow, I hope I'm like you when I'm older. She was so cute. But she basically reaffirmed me buying all of this. She was like, oh honey, you will have all of these silver pieces the rest of your life. She was like, they're perfect for serving, just putting stuff on. And I was like, okay, you saying that reaffirms everything, because she just was so cute. And I feel like she's right. Like, when you're buying real silver that's like nice and heavy, I really do feel like I'll have these pieces for so long. So I'm very excited, and their prices were so good. Got this cutie. I'll try and be quick. So I'm like, I need to finish editing my brand deal for Papermate, so we gotta get going. I got these trays, which I'm really excited about. I feel like these for the holidays, for serving or whatever, or just like honestly putting on our like entry table with like a candle, little holiday book, or I don't know, we're gonna get creative. Also too, I've seen people on TikTok put these over their sinks, because like when you're getting ready, obviously, I don't know, like you have this like hole for your sink, and so I've seen girls put them on the sink, so then that space is usable, and then they'll like put their makeup on it. And I usually get ready at my vanity, but I was like, what a cute concept. Like, I've never seen that, and I honestly just really think that'd be so cute for like a content moment. So probably gonna recreate that, but I think this is wide enough for my sinks. We'll see. We'll have to go test it later once I edit. I cannot go do that right now, but I feel like these would be perfect, and I came with two, so that's pretty fun and amazing. Deb's gonna be like, why did you get more silver? Because I've been getting, I feel like, so much recently. This one is so heavy, but I love it. It has this almost like braiding detailing all along the side. For this one, I picture like vintage ornaments stacked in it. I feel like that would be so so cute. I have a vision. Y'all will just have to like trust me. I promise. Like I know I seem kind of silly with the silver, but I think it's so pretty. And then this is the last one I got. I love this tray. It has like that kind of bamboo look all around the perimeter. I feel like I've been seeing this like bamboo kind of style places, but I've not seen it on silver, and I feel like this is just very classy. So I'm pretty obsessed with these. I feel like I should maybe, I'm like, should I polish these? Because some of them kind of have marks, but then part of me kind of likes when they're like dark-ish. Like I feel like I could polish all around and it'd be like extra shiny, but I kind of like the look, I think, of it worn. I don't know, definitely gonna wash everything. But how precious. I feel like these are very good finds. I'm pretty pumped. One of my little mini me illustrations, I'll go ahead and use an overlay for a past one just because I feel like it makes it so much easier and it kind of keeps them consistent. But then this way I feel like it's almost like, I don't know, kind of drawn out for me. Obviously I have to like change kind of my body shape depending on like what I'm wearing or what pose I'm in, but it just kind of helps to like make it kind of faster. So that's definitely a word of advice if you've made a mini me you love, is just like literally use, like do an overlay on top of it, because then, oh, my mom's texting me. Because then you can kind of just keep it super easy. Girls, I am on hour 4. I think I'm like close to 5 hours of editing this video because I can't half do anything. It's just like not a part of my nature. So here I am, I'm going like full send on this partnership. But how I see it is like if a brand wants to work with me, which is so cool, and they're going to pay me to be creative, I'm like, I want to give it my all. And so I'm very happy with how it's all looking, but my eyes are just bloodshot because like I already kind of feel meh anyways. So you can definitely say I'm so excited to shower and craft later. Just know the time is coming, I promise. I too am very excited. But Dev is so sweet. Like earlier today he brought me butternut squash soup from Panera because he knew my throat hurt, and then he just made me ravioli, which is so nice. Because when I'm like, I don't want to say I'm like sick, but like when I'm kind of like under the weather, I definitely want like more carbs and that kind of stuff. So that was so nice of him, and he knows I'm just working hard anyways. He's a sweetie like that. But still editing. Girls, I did it. I'm done editing. It is only 8:45. That was a labor of love, but I think it's so worth it. The video turned out super cute, and I am excited because a package came while I was working and Dev grabbed it, and I'm gonna open it right now as my reward. Here's the box. I feel like you wouldn't guess what it is based off of this box. I saw this and had to get it. I really wanted it last year, and they brought it back this year. Ta-da! So you might be thinking, Lily, what is that? Well, it's actually a ginormous bow. And you also might be thinking, Lily, you have a ginormous bow on your Christmas tree. Well, the thing is, I ordered this before. I found that at Michael's. Number 2, this is gingham and literally the cutest thing ever. I love the Michael's one too, but this might get put on my tree, and I might move the Michael's one to the front door and like waterproof spray it as like a wreath bow, or I might put it on the warehouse tree, or I might put this one on our downstairs tree. I don't know. They're all gonna get flip-flopped around or something because this is literally the cutest bow ever. Anthropologie, I don't think I've said this yet. It's from Anthropologie. They had these last year and they sold out really quickly. And obviously now they know the girlies love their bows. And I just think honestly, like bow trend aside, I think for the holidays, bows are very timeless. Like this is definitely something, I can't open it. This is definitely something I will have for a very long time if I can get it. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so beautiful. Okay, so it has like the wires, and then when you put it on your tree, obviously you like, you know, kind of put it where it will look right. But this is so gorgeous. This fabric, it's red with light pink gingham. That is so pretty. Honestly, that might be nice on our tree down here because we don't have a tree topper. I think we honestly just tied a big bow last year, so maybe if Dev is fine with some pink on the tree, it's very subtle. Could be cute. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm obsessed. I will link this down below if anyone else wants a very frilly, girly, big bow. They had, I think, other colors as well too if you want more of like a neutral vibe. But I think this one's pretty. You should get this one because it's just like so bright and fun. I love it. This actually just made my night. The tray that we bought earlier today literally fits in my sink, and that is giving exactly what I wanted it to give. I've seen a girl on TikTok and I'm so bummed. I don't know her handle. I've just seen her on my For You page a few times, but she does this because she's in like a pretty small bathroom, and then she'll put all of her makeup on here so she still is able to get ready because like it kind of like gives you more counter space. And obviously like I have my vanity, but I just feel like this is really cute, especially if I'm like blow drying my hair and I could like put my little products on it. Okay, that's not a hair product, but like you get the point. Like you can like stack up all your products, and too I just think for content, like I could put like our little pouch on here and just like some girly things. I just think it is such a whimsy little idea. So definitely this is your sign, especially if you have limited counter space and like you don't have a vanity. Try and thrift a really big silver tray because it is just so cute. Like I actually literally just love it. Like I might just do my makeup here sometimes purely because I love this concept. I honestly just feel kind of greasy and gross just because I've literally been at home basically all day. I guess we ran to the thrift store, but I've just been like staring at screens and I just feel nasty, so I'm definitely gonna shower. And I honestly would love to wash my hair, but it's already pretty late and I'm just not feeling it, and I'd rather just like do my shower as fast as possible and do a little bit of crafts for a little bit because I've been seriously looking forward to that all day. So I'll just do some like heatless curls, try and have my hair look good. Oh, I didn't even say this. Part of why I need my hair to look decent tomorrow is I need to get like new photos of our coffee purses. So by the time this video is up, our coffee purses restocked, which is such a big deal. Those sold out so quickly, and they're glass and like the quality is just so amazing. Obviously they're glass, so please be careful with them. Like they have a strap to be a purse, but like I don't solely hold mine by the strap just because I get scared, like because it is glass. So I'm just putting that out there. They are glass and could break, but they're so cute and I love that they're glass, honestly. Sometimes it wakes me out like putting hot stuff like hot espresso in plastic. I know like the plastic like these days doesn't have all the chemicals, but still I kind of prefer glass if I can. So it's kind of a dream of mine to make these glass tumblers, and I think they turned out really cute. So those are restocking and I'm pumped, but I need to get some new content tomorrow, whether it's like probably a few video things like TikToks, or I know I need to get a new cover photo for the Girly Swirly magazine that's coming out this Friday. I'm not gonna go like super hardcore for that just because we're kind of last minute making this week's issue, because it's kind of like a spur of the moment thing where I was like, let's see if Sam can help me with this, and so she's helping me. But for the future we're definitely going to be more ahead, so like I don't have to rush to try and get like this cover photo. We're gonna see what I come up with, but anyhow, I need to look decent tomorrow. But I'm like, worst case I can do heatless curls, put in some like dry shampoo, a headband even. We're gonna make it work because I need to prioritize craft time. That's what I'm needing. Also, like a dark shower is kind of sounding cozy. I could put on jazz, kind of nice. I really want to get, have y'all seen? I've seen people on TikTok share like the waterproof lamps. I'm like, how cute would that be for in there? And you just like tap it, plug like lamp lighting in the shower. That's like my dream. Time. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm gonna last super long because I am just so tired. And you know when you just don't feel super well in the nighttime, I feel like the mornings and nights are worse, so I feel like my throat is definitely hurting more now. But I've been really looking forward to this, so we are going to try this new craft. I'll show y'all and I'll have Sam to put it on the screen, but I cannot take credit for this. So her handle is well, her name is Ashley, but it's Woodlark Blog, and like I said, I'll have Sam put it up here. But she made these breathtaking, amazing snowflake doilies. I should turn this down so I don't get copyright strike. But how amazing. Just wait till you see. I probably shouldn't show you all this because I don't know if mine are gonna turn out like that, but just I feel like this is so whimsy and so cute and just proof to show that like Christmas decorations don't have to cost money. Like, I mean, I guess you have to buy the doilies, but they're very inexpensive. I can link some down below, but they're just so fun and that's so cute. Like, you could even make mini ones from presents. I think I'm gonna make a cluster to put on our like fireplace. I noticed she did that on her mantle and I thought it was really cute. So we're gonna see how these go. Her tutorial seems very easy. I have a small doily and then I have one that's a little bit bigger, and then I have some pretty large ones, but again, I don't think I'm gonna be like doing this forever tonight just because I really think my body needs sleep. She also used a glue stick and I know I have some, but I can't find them right now and I'm kind of lazy, so I think I'm just gonna use one of these little like kind of tape things. I don't know like what to call those, or it says it's glue tape. I'm gonna use glue tape. I didn't know that was the name. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna throw on some YouTube while I do this and just relax for a few minutes, because sure enough, I showered and I came in here. Deb was playing his keyboard and it sounded so pretty. He's playing Olivia Dean because he knows I love her music. And then I started working, and I've been working. If I'm being honest, I've been sitting in here working, so it's gotten even later. And I'm like, no, Lily, you need to sit down and do your craft. So you guys need to stay on me this holiday season, because when it is Black Friday time, I'm working on so many new projects and like things that I'm just so bad with it. So y'all need to hold me accountable and make sure I'm doing crafts still throughout the craziness. What do I want to watch on YouTube? I need to find something. Okay, I'm having a blonde moment, and for some reason I thought I would somehow make a snowflake only using 2, but no. She then says in her description, which this is your reminder to read the description, I never do, that you then have to make like 6 pieces, I guess. So I need to repeat that step a lot of times and add them, but this is gonna be so cute. But you will be kind of going through a doily, so that tells me, because I want to do this with my nieces this Friday, I should go ahead and probably order a chunk more because we're gonna need a lot of them. But this is fun. Last one, and then it will make the full snowflake, so I had to film it. These are actually really easy to do. Like, once you make like 2 of the little sections with the video, I feel like it's pretty easy and self-explanatory. And honestly, I think this glue tape is really nice. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So let's do our snowflake reveal. Stop it. Oh my gosh, I have never loved something so much. This might be my favorite craft I've ever made in my entire life. You're kidding. Oh my gosh, and then, oh my gosh, I have so many ideas. Okay, first off, I need to do more glue tape so I can actually close it off. Stop it. But here's what I'm thinking. You literally could just hole punch, or honestly, if you got like a really small ribbon, you could probably find a way to like feed it through, but I'll just probably hole punch and then hang these with a really cute ribbon. I can't. These are actually so pretty. I was not expecting this at all. My nieces are going to freak out. This is so cute. Okay, I definitely want to make more snowflakes because I feel like it's so mindless and fun, but I did really want to show you girls another craft I started the other night and I need to kind of keep up with because I just think it's so fun for the Christmas season. And too, I posted this, like I kind of teased it on Instagram, and I told a few of y'all that I would share in my YouTube video how I'm making it, so I thought I would do this really quick. But I have been working on a little fabric chain. I don't know if y'all have been seeing a lot of people posting like the paper chains. They just throw me back to childhood, and I think incorporating these honestly in Christmas decor is so cute. And honestly too, just like all year, I will probably leave this one up all year because I'm doing pink and red just so I could like use it for Valentine's Day, things like that. Obviously I'm a big pink and red girly. Basically our whole All Things Lilly collection this year is pink and red, because if you followed me at the beginning of my business, like I'm talking like 2018, 2019, chain. I always did pink and red. Like my logo is pink and red. It is a color combination that just like scratches my brain. I love it. And so hence my color picks that I had. But I decided to do it with fabric instead of paper just because I think fabric will save better. Like I feel like I can just throw this in our bins of Christmas stuff and it can get kind of crumpled and it's fine. Whereas I feel like the paper definitely, like even honestly with these snowflakes, I thought about it, but the good thing is with the snowflakes is honestly you could probably kind of peel that like glue tape we did and then lay them flat again, or just like really try and package them carefully. But that was my one thing with doing like a paper chain versus this. This obviously cost a little bit more money because I had to like buy fabric, but I got my fabric off of Amazon and I thought it was all very affordable for how much fabric I got, so I can link that down below. I do think with my nieces though, I'll do a paper version just because it's a little bit more economical and I feel like it is kind of a little bit easier because they can just use like a glue stick or something. Anyways, I'm rambling. I don't know how to sew, so I'm not sewing this. And I feel like that was the biggest question on Instagram. So I'm literally using a hot glue gun to do this. So I picked just these two fabrics for this chain. So I'm just doing kind of some plaid ones. And what I'm doing is I take my little tape measure and I believe I was doing 3 inches wide. Yes, I was. So I do 3 inches wide and then I take like just a little pin, obviously using my paper mate ones, and I just put like a little mark because you don't really see it when you go to cut it. And then I think I was doing 8 inches long for these chains. I kind of had to do it a few times to kind of find the perfect length. I guess I should probably move y'all down so you can kind of see. Sorry, ignore my massive water. So there's my 3-inch width that I just did, and then now I'm gonna do our mark for 8 inches. And it really does not have to be like perfect. I just like to kind of have a good way to ballpark it because I cut a few of mine too short at the beginning and then you kind of like waste the fabric, which is no fun. And then cut that out. I really need to buy some fabric scissors. These are kitchen scissors and they work honestly really well, but I also took our kitchen scissors, so I really need to get some little fabric shears. And then you obviously try and cut this straight, duh, but like, I don't know, if it's not perfect, I really feel like no one would really notice. We're just having fun. This isn't supposed to be stressful. This is the kind of stuff we all need to be doing after we're done with work and like school or whatever, and just like chilling on the couch, throwing on a Christmas movie when the time is right. For me, I'm not quite there yet, but that's the vibes very soon. And then I'll go ahead and cut one of my pink ones as well. 3 inches wide, 8 inches long. Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention, you don't have to cut like perfectly either because I end up hot gluing the edges in. You'll see in a second, but you literally don't even see the edges. I totally forgot about that. So if it kind of like, see how mine's kind of like a little, kind of jagged a little bit, that's totally fine. I really need better scissors. Cute. Okay, so there's my 2. Like I mentioned, I'm literally just doing this to show you girls. I'm not really feeling as invested in like the full fabric chain right now just because my brain is kind of fried from today, but I do want to show you girlies. So I'm just going to do these 2 and add it, but normally I'd probably go ahead and just cut a ton of my strips because I'm very like, I like one task. So like I would rather do all of my strips and then like hot glue all of the strips because that's just how my brain works. But speaking of, if you have a hot glue gun, plug that in. I should have been doing that. I totally got my first hot glue gun recently, which I feel like is a really big deal. And of course, I got pink from Amazon. I can link it down below. It is so cute. That should heat up pretty quick. What is this bag from? I have no idea. I'm throwing it away. I definitely should like bring some little paper plates up here because every time I do this, it either gets on my desk or I just have to like grab a piece of paper, which I guess I could do that. This is like an old to-do list, so we'll use that. But I really need to just throw some like paper plates up here because then you can like put your hot glue gun on there, and I feel like that is just nice and clean and easy. My desk is kind of stressing me out. I have snowflakes falling over. I have a paper towel from when Dev brought me soup. Like, my desk is so cluttered. Like, look at this. I mean, it's all happy clutter, but oh my gosh, I definitely need to tidy up in the morning. Let's see. It's not quite hot enough, but like, that was pretty quick. Okay, so for this, we're basically pretending we're sewing, but we're not sewing. So what you're gonna do is close off these kind of like raggedy edges. You don't have to, I guess, but the reason why we make our strips kind of wide is so we have some wiggle room to go ahead and like fold in and glue. So I kind of do that because I feel like it just makes it look super, super clean. Is this not warm enough? was kind of a second ago already, but I think it's good enough. Oh, I'm serving chaos right now. Okay, and then, so I put some glue on my edge and then we're just gonna literally fold it in. Yeah, my glue is not very hot at the moment. So this is kind of a little bit of a fail. I'm kind of trying to rush this probably a little bit too much. But you're gonna do the same thing on the other side just to clean up our edges. You wanna try and work quick too, because the hot glue really does cool down so quickly. Yeah, it is like not sticking today. I guess it's not super hot. But here's our first little strip. Basically just makes it look like we sewed it and we didn't, which is great. And then we're gonna do the same thing on our other one. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do half first and then I'll do the rest because it really is drying so, or it's cooling down, I mean, so fast. Yeah, that worked way better. Okay, note to self, do half like of your hot glue and fold it down and then do the other half because that made it so much easier. I feel like I was doing that the other night actually and I just forgot. Oh yeah, wow, so much better. See, that's the thing. We just kind of learn as we go. We help each other out. Way better. Oh my gosh. The other one was kind of a struggle. My Apple mouse being so close to this is stressing me out. So we're gonna move her over. Also too, it's just easier to fold it like proportionately and like keep it kind of straight when you're working in sections. So I definitely recommend gluing one half, putting it down, and then gluing the other half and putting it down. But now we have our little strips. Our pink one is a little bit more special, but she does the job. And then this is the fun part. Obviously you do whatever pattern you want to do for your little fabric chain. I'm obviously doing a pink and red pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and take my pink little strip and then you're going to add more hot glue just to the end of one of the sides of your pink strip, and then you're literally just going to close it off. It's just like when we made paper chains when we were kids, like same, ow, I got glue on my finger, same exact vibes, and it's so cute. It's definitely not like the cleanest right here. You could go ahead and like, oh gosh, I have tons of hot glue on my fingers. You could go ahead and do like our fake sewing trick where you fold in the ends too, but I really just don't care because I feel like you can kind of turn that like more messy edge in to where you don't even see it. And we're just striving for fun, creative, DIY, girly vibes and not necessarily like perfect. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. Just press it down. But is that not the cutest thing ever? And honestly, even adding those two on, I feel like that did not take super long and it kind of helped the length already. I'm definitely gonna need to make so many of these though. My plan probably is tomorrow night to sit down and just cut tons of strips and then glue them. Definitely kind of a labor of love, but it's so fun and so cute. The paper would definitely be faster just because you don't have to like glue down the sides and everything. You literally just cut your strips, and honestly I have a paper cutter so it does it like perfectly straight, so I'm planning on kind of just doing that with my nieces. Obviously I'll help them with that part, but it definitely like the paper chains would be a lot faster to do. But I feel like the fabric is really fun. You also too could thrift really pretty fabrics. I keep leaning down because I'm not moving my camera. I should probably just go ahead and move my camera. But I kind of wish at the thrift store, honestly, I checked because you could totally thrift pretty fabrics, or even like look at like the cloth napkins they have, kind of just like home things they have. Not like curtains, but honestly, maybe depending on the material, but like all the home stuff, it could be such a vibe to like kind of cut up and turn it into a little fabric chain. I feel like these are so cute. Okay, I just yapped for so long. Hopefully this kind of explained how you do this because I think it is so cute and y'all need to make one, and if you do, please tag me because I'm obsessed. They're so whimsy. All right girlies, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here because I just know I need to go to sleep. I'm probably gonna read for a few minutes just because it's kind of my favorite thing ever, and go to bed and just hope and pray that my sore throat goes away tomorrow. My energy is a little bit better. Definitely did not plan for that, but obviously still wanted to vlog this week, and honestly I love the cozy vibe, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I've been trying to do longer vlogs. I don't know how long this one will be. I just never really know how much like footage I have, but I'm so happy with our little crafts. Like, this is actually the cutest thing ever. The snowflake turned out so much better than I could have ever imagined. I'm definitely going to be making so many of these just to like hang and put all around because they are just so cute. Definitely let me know if you want me to find some more like kind of Christmassy crafts because I would love to kind of incorporate them into a lot of my videos in the coming weeks. But anyways, I need to keep this outro short because I'm like falling asleep sitting here and I still need to go like brush my teeth. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe. I post every single Monday for the lots of Christmassy videos coming up. I was talking with Sam today and I just cannot wait. We're gonna put like some Christmas music in some, and I just think the cozy vibes are gonna be everything. Definitely follow me on all of the socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I made a Substack account. I don't really post on there, but if you're on Substack, follow me over there, subscribe to me over there, because I think I'm gonna start posting on there more. What else? I have a website where I post my art that I illustrate if you want koozies, crew necks, notepads. I sell all sorts of different things. So that's kind of my elevator pitch, my sleepy, tired elevator pitch. But I love you girls so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.